Hello guys, let's talk about this entire submarine stuff from the matrix point of view. And I already explained a lot on this situation with two matrix analysis and with my review on collective karma. You can see and read this in my Telegram channel. Yes, it now to the matrices. Both of them, two people, at least on board, have the same matrix transits. 22, 12, and 7. You see? Both of them. And one of them having few interesting, matrix program. One have encapsulated alive matrix program. And both of them having a really strong 3-5-20 matrix program, which I'm gonna explain right now. Okay, let's listen to it quick.
Hello guys, right now I'm analyzing submarine case from different perspectives here. This is one, my matrix analysis. I was able to find only 2 dates of birth. If you know other members, date of birth, other people who stuck their date of birth, you may draw. But so far those 2 that I was able to find in internet, over internet, this is like horrifying that they have exactly same matrix transits, which are exactly same repetitive message about being stuck on the road and having some sort of accident on the road, having some sort of accident on the road. This is like horrifying, like completely horrifying message for me. And what I want to add here, I already made tarot reading on them. I made remote viewing session on them. I'm going to post some randomizer pictures as well and make short video. I have so many videos to upload on this situation because you know how much I love global predictions. I constantly working on improving my professionalism, and there is no better case than to do this with global predictions like this, when you wasn't allowed to channel any sort of information on people. And on future events. And what is horrifying me here as well, that look, there is so-called program in matrix, desecration of the temple, and I highlighted it. And those are energies 20, 3, and 5. One of them has this program on his anahata chakra, and other one having in much stronger position on his earth line. And this is actually hard. He's having this in much stronger position. Desecration of temple could be desecration of the grave, and they went missing somewhere near Titanic. So definitely it has to do something with those energies, which is 23 and 5, 3, 5, 20. Desecration of a temple, desecration of a grave. This is something that people with this program shouldn't do. For example, if you are Andrew Tate, who's having this program, 3, 5, 20, and you're making like laughter, you're making fun of people who worship in like elephants, Ganesh, you're making fun of these people, of their beliefs, of their temple, and you're making fun of the god, you will be badly punished by matrix for doing this. You will be badly punished, okay? Because you're the person who does not understand correlation between, reason and consequences, between choice and consequences. You acting like this, and what you're doing is desecration of their beliefs, desecration of the temple, at the level of thoughts and words. And there is a physical level when you literally breaking into a temple and you crushing everything. I shared the video of Islamic women crushing elephants, like boom, 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 boom. That was very ugly. This is this program in action. This program in action together with Crazy Passions program, this, and Inquisition program could be, and now Third One programs that may act like this. But again, if we're talking with Inquisition and they act in this way, unlikely they're gonna be punished. But if you have this program, 3, 5, 20, and you will act like this, you will be punished straightforward in this lifetime. You will receive a load of negative karma through health, through your kids dying, through whatever, and you won't be able to put together 2 + 2, because you at very ignorant level, you're not seeing correlation of this between these events, between you crushing elephants and next day your daughter dying, for example, you won't be able to see how this connects. Those of you who subscribe, when I share this video of the shitty women crushing elephants, breaking elephants, this is very low level of a brain, of intellect, when you like fanatic, just like your truth is existing in the world, and that's it. This has nothing to do with love, this has nothing to do with peace, and what actually the Prophet taught them, to be peaceful and love other people and respect other people and show way into their religion with love. Instead, they're showing the way into their religion with hate, and this is so fucking ugly. So, here we go with those matrices of these 2. Desecration of a temple. Titanic is a great grave, let's say, of people who died in very dramatic way, and so many, let's say, souls who was not able to, to finish their businesses properly, and who still roaming there around. And people with strong energy 20 like me, we're able to communicate with this, let's say, informational imprint, let's say deceased souls, but I prefer to call this like information like echoing, informational imprint. Because let's say part of substance for you to understand is not like they so stuck completely in one piece, stuck there near the Titanic, no, nothing like this. And that's why in some religions they sort of forbidding you to talk to dead spirits, again, because of ignorance. Energy 5, it's always fucking ignorance. I hate energy 5 and representatives of this energy with their stupidity and religious stupidity. So what we're talking here about, why in a lot of books, holy books, they prohibit you from talking to dead spirits, because again, to be able to communicate with this echoing imprint, like particular substance. So you need to know and follow certain rules. Not all people able to understand this. And you have seen before people who messaging me, do you think this person, even if I will tell her all the rules how to communicate with deceased spirit, if I will tell her all the fucking rules how to communicate with a dead spirit properly, which I know because craft in my family for 7 generations, it's strong. It's really, really strong. And I was not able to give up my craft even in order to accept shitty religion and marry millionaire. I was not able to do this because craft within my family is strong, and when you betray something like this, like you betray more than yourself. For the sake of stupid religion, stupid like rigid thinking of Middle Ages, when you know way more. Anyway, I believe that Minecraft will pay me much more in future from what I lost. not becoming the stupid person who crushing fucking elephants and humiliating other people's beliefs and religions, you know. Well, actually what I'm doing now, yeah, with my strong opinion, in a way, again, but it's not a humiliation, it's sadness about seeing those stupid people who are making me feeling disgust about their religion and their beliefs. But there are other people who are way much better on their religious path, and they bring inspiration. Unfortunately, not that much examples I'm experiencing in my life, who truly like make you fall in love with their religion through love, not through this hate they spread it. So, here we go. This is important program. Desecration of the temple had happened a lot in USSR in 30s, and after October Revolution, you know how many temples were ruined. Anyway, for people with so many people, like so, if out of 4, 2 people already have in this program desecration, it's much more stronger. And all of them go in, traveling somewhere near Titanic, where all these substances echoing, let's say echoing, because again, when people die in like in this dramatic, experience, they saw being like fragmented, being like into pieces, something very close to you seen in Harry Potter, this Voldemort, when his soul broke into different pieces and he put them in objects, yeah? So the similar things happened to souls on Titanic. Fragments of the soul were left there due to dramatic death, yeah? And other fragments, they went further to the next reincarnation. But some fragments echoing, and these fragments they possibly turned into evil, some sort of evil, let's say, substances. And evil, they may become in interaction when they're being disturbed. But again, you know, if you go towards someone, motivation is 100% like, on motivation, a lot of things depends on your motivation. Even if you're doing, let's say, even if you're doing bad thing, but you know your motivation is pure within your heart, yeah? You may not receive that instant karma, yeah? You may not receive that instant karma because motivation is decided. A lot of things, like it's 80% is your motivation, how pure it is. So it depends on with which motivation this like people entered this field with those echoing fragments of souls, of deceased souls, yeah? A lot depends on this. A lot depends on this. So if they entered like with very negative materialistic motivation, and that triggered these substances, fragments of deceased people's souls, yeah? Of course, since I'm not surprised that things went really bad. That things went really bad for them. So guys, here we go. With all those matrices, what I think about energy 10, risking to die if it's in minus, and guardian angel could be as well in minus, because you see they're in zone of talent, energy 16, and this is complete big bagaboom tower moment. And they already went missing. Already something wrong with guardian angel connection of this person to guardian angel, yeah? Possibly something wrong with energy 10 as well here. And definitely this program, strong program, don't go if you don't need to, if you're not being pushed. Okay, if you go and let's say, and your motivation is make some sort of research, scientific research, and you need to go where this Titanic, you need to disturb this like collective grave, which is Titanic, yeah? For the sake of sort of research on oceanology, you know, something. If you're doing this, but if you're doing this for the sake of fucking coin, because a few billionaires got bored and they want to see the ocean, the deepest something in the ocean, and you're doing this from this point and with this motivation, of course you will be fucking screwed with this program, which is desecration of the temple, desecration of the grave. You can replace it. Desecration of temple and similar like name desecration of a grave. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this, especially with this motivation. When you're like, boom, and this is for not for the sake of science, but for the sake of some bored millionaire and his son, you know. I don't know again which purpose they pursue when they went there, but due to what had happened, what we're seeing right now, I may assume that he went there with the purpose of receiving coin and entertaining bored millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, whatsoever, yeah? Not with research for humanity, for if you have this strong program on your earthline and you're going with this motivation, you will be protected. These dead souls, deceased souls will not like bother you that much. But if you go in with this materialistic motivation, yeah? Of course, with this like vanity motivation again, because what all Titanic was about, it was about vanity. People who got there had this, even those who go poor class, yeah. And by the way, very interesting that I described my perspective on Titanic movie in my book Teen Adventures, yeah. It's very interesting perspective I'm giving there. Anyway, you will see. Those of you who read it, you know it. Quite interesting that now we're dealing with sort of like Titanic something. How everything is connected, even my prediction was about this, which I made in remote viewing technique. Anyway, I will share everything on my YouTube, including this, because this is important. This is sort of global predictions, and I want to give you perspective from different tools that I'm operating with, yeah. This is matrix, this is photo analysis, this is remote viewing, and tarot, of course, yeah. I already made tarot session on my Instagram. So, guys and girls, keep me updated on this case, please. Because from tarot cards we received that researchers will be able to find them within 2 days. From now, I petitioned it during reading. Within 2 days from now, they will be able to find them, the submarine. Let's see. Keep me updated on the case. I will try to upload on YouTube like soon. Let's connect in the comments. As always, I will be glad to read your comments, because this is much more important than who John Hook is about to marry, you know. This interesting program, Collective Karma. I studied Collective Karma, remember? I analyzed this case in Kharkiv and plane crashed and matrices of more than 20 pilots. I analyzed all of them. I got access to date of birth of them. And I realized, I was horrified how many of them shared like same karma. And when all people with same karma gathering together, something very beautiful may happen or something very dramatic may happen. But definitely they vibrated in minuses of the energies, the dramatic things happen. And here as well, like for the sake of coin, yeah, desecration of a temple, what they were actually doing in USSR, they were robbing temples. They were taking gold, they were taking like art objects and selling them, and you know, complete desecration of temple, desecration of grave. And here for the sake of a coin, like to do what, to go near Titanic? That's, you know, like, ooh. Okay, I shared already enough like sacral knowledge with you in this audio. Those who able to process information, you will process it. Those of you who not able, who vibrate in the level of a women who crush in elephants, the stupidity level, this level that contacted me before, like with we analyzed when you send in her that this is impossible to have 666 on this line, and you send in her and she sent in you screenshots where from your calculator where it's 12 there, and she's still claiming it's 6 there. What I can teach this person, even if you will give this type of person the most sacred knowledge in the world, they will not be able to process it. That's why universe sort of pushing them away from this knowledge, closing them from this type of knowledge. Okay, guys, that's it. I will be waiting for your feedback in the comments. Let's connect there, and soon, let's connect on my YouTube.